must be Navajo.
Aditsan, respectfully, sir. So, you're the one building on the land?
I don't do any of the manual labor. I just design the blueprints for the poor sons of bitches who have to work out in the heat. Cigarette?
Oh, no, sir. I don't smoke.
What kind of man doesn't smoke? Man I can't trust, that's who. I'm just busting your balls. Let's go for a walk. You seem to know a lot about the land.
I'm a historian, sir. It's my job. That land is sacred to these people. They're not happy with the purchasing of it.
Why is it so important?
It's where their ancestors were buried, fighting to protect the land from people just like you.
People like me. You must be confused. It's just a job.
Yeah, well, you could have said no.
And the job would have found the next person in line.
Mind if I, see the layout of the land?
Of course. Let's go to my study.
A prison?
What, they didn't tell you?
Mr. Bill, I was checking in on behalf of the company. We were wondering how far along you were in the process.
Hello, kid. Telling people in the city not to worry a bit. Putting the finishing touches on as we speak.
Well, it's wonderful to hear, sir. I'll be by tomorrow afternoon to pick them up.
Yep, sounds good. Great.
Mr. Bill? Is everything all right?
What makes you say that?
What? With all due respect, sir, you look like shit.
I've always admired your honesty. Compliments more like they're up.
Bill, are any of the blueprints ready to show the investors yet?
Rome wasn't built in a day.
So they aren't done at all, are they?
Really done to you?
Well, I mean, no,
Don't say shit. It's a rhetorical question.
You have any idea how hard my job is, Georgie? You know who the person was to design the room for the first lethal injection?
You were, sir.
Don't say shit. Don't speak unless you're fucking spoken to. Do I make myself clear?
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Just hold
That's
on.
right. Walk out. You're a coward. You're a yes man. You have no vision.
Mr. Bill, who might you be? Well, I work for the same company you do. Funny, I've never seen you before.
Well, that's because I work at the corporate office.
You made your way from the city.
All to see you. You've become a very important man in the company.
How do you figure that?
Seeing as I've heard about you, I handle all the money. Bill, let's keep this short. Everybody's been turning a blind eye to this situation. Not me. I'm pulling funding from this project. You've given no updates. You've passed all the time frames.
It's just a job. I can easily find another one.
Just a job. Bill, do you not remember the phone call you had with the president of the company?
What do you mean?
During the call, you talked about this grand project, how it's going to be your curtain call. You really don't remember that, do you? You should get that checked out.
Please. Anything to drink?
No, that'll be all right.
I called you here because I heard you worked at one of the prisons I designed.
Yes, sir. Over in West Texas. Lubbock, exactly.
Do you have any stories from your time there?
Plenty.
Any that haunt you worse than the others?
Sure.
Care to share? For my research.
Sure. I was just starting out. Prison had been operational for a few years, and they put me in charge of the cell block with the worst types of criminals. And that came with hard time, of course. I mean, the kinds of people who hadn't seen the real world in years. And one day in particular, pretty early on, there was a new transfer from the juvenile detention center. And the kid had only turned 18 about a month or so before space had opened up for him. It was a madhouse that afternoon. I mean, they were cheering at him, they were whistling at him. Some of the most demeaning remarks I've ever heard. And that night, when the lights went out, they started rattling against the cells. It sounded like a jungle in there. And something about it all made me feel uneasy, of course. And then I heard him pleading for the guards to come in. My heart sunk down so far into me. Not only did he cry for us, but he cried for his mom and for God. And he was screaming and crying all night. Till it was finished. And I told my superior, I said, we need to get in there, we need to help that boy and save him. And he looked me dead in the eye and asked if I had a family. I said, of course. He said, if you want to see them in the morning, you will sit down and learn to ignore them, because the only way to save that boy was by stopping their entertainment for the night. He said the place would become a riot. It wouldn't have, though. Now, of all my years and all the prisons I've worked at, that one was by far the most secure, down to the most minute detail. Could have been a madhouse every day, but it wasn't. Mr. Bill, I want to say the only reason I came here today was to thank you, personally. Because without you and your work, I don't think I'd be sitting here before you today. It was, dare I say, perfect what you designed, sir.
You crazy son of a bitch. You actually did it.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
What happened to Mr. Bill?